We'll be busy now after this competition.
Vas-y, chez toi.
It's not only for
This one is okay.
You might want on the calculator. No, it's 50 kg back. It's not very big. It's 50 kg back.
Very clean.
You say? No wala. Can you? I don't know how. Okay, that's Univen channel. Univen channel. I'm a subscriber. I think we can always come back and have more programs. Some guy must shoot me. He must shoot me. Because I need to go watch him for house. You know, say as you upload.
See the record.
So, guys, let's go have some food. Thanks for your patience. We can move back to the auditorium.
Okay.
Impressive, my friend.
Absolutely impressive.
You need to see this.
I do.
You need to see the data.
We would be in the UK before research. We never go to that.
You would say it's right now. The price tag.
I'm making a comparison with a normal.
Well, you want to cheaper than a normal.
Amazing result on soil water. The preliminary.
How did the airphone show with that?
First of all, we used who got the digestate. We separated the fungi, the liquid parts from these and dry for a period of a month in the laboratory, and thereafter we did the physicochemical because we took and we looked at the physicochemical parameters and they will compare, and all the nice parameter we wanted to be there, it still retained the same properties.
Didn't change.
There was no significant difference. I did that compared to Valerie's result, what it did compared to Newton's result, and the result was fantastic.
Brilliant. Excellent.
We're just waiting for the go ahead.
So one of the problems in the UK is that adding digestate, but admittedly it's whole digestate, it's not dry, is the earthworms don't really like it. And you tend to see a decrease in the earthworm populations because when you apply it like that. I think it's probably something to do with oxygenation of the soil, because you can imagine it would become more anaerobic, but they also, because it's liquid, more liquidy, it's probably much more direct contact with the dermis of the earthworm and could irritate them.
Yeah, that nitrogen content. I read in one of the literature.
Well,
that,
ammonia.
Ammonia becomes a problem there. So this one we applied,
one of the results we saw was that they were even more earthworm in the digest state compared to the
want.
soil.
That's what you want.
That's what we
Absolutely.
want.
That's incredible.
What deck?
Yeah.
What decade?
The soil engineers. That's what they are.
Yeah, that's a function.
You haven't? So we're doing
Oh, let's go.
What do you think about this project?
Oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, this is like a practical example of when research becomes impactful. I follow me. This is a practical example of when research becomes impactful. Not research just for research purpose, but research designed to solve practical problems. Problem of waste management, problem of energy generation. The energy supply demand is a massive disconnect. Problem of making available inorganic fertilizer for agricultural production. I mean, all of that put together. And on top of that, now add education. I mean, students are just left here. It's no longer theory in classroom. They finish what is in classroom and they come to see physically and learn on the go. Practical example of how it's happening. For me, it's like a complete solution, which can be replicated in other universities. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm very, very, very.
Esco, I think, we're using some of the digestate for the gardens.
Yes,
Interview.
Oh, what do you think about the project?
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, we've been working on this project, well, in total for nearly 5 years now. And for this aspect of the project, it's been just over 2 years. And because of COVID, of course, it's all been very remote. We've been online, Zooming it, relying on colleagues like Mike here to show us photographs and video and stuff like that as it's been built. And to be here today is just absolutely amazing. It's, I never thought I'd get you, for obvious reasons, but we are here now, and they've done a fantastic job. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the fact is, it's going from rubbish, stuff that we were really not interested in terms of poo and other wastes, through processing, through the processors, through the biodigesters, producing the refined gas into the generator, producing the electricity, lighting for the building. It's like from cradle to grave almost. It's absolutely fantastic. And a great example of circular economy in action. Brilliant.
That was very good.
Thank you.
Sir. So, sir, also, Mike, don't go anywhere. I want to talk to you too. Please, sir, what do you think about this project?
Yeah, this project is very phenomenal and it's a game changer in converting waste into useful product, especially the biogas and then the biofertilizer. So we haven't seen this type of projects for a very long time in Africa. We have seen some couple of biodigesters built in several places, but this one combines both research and the actual deliverables. So ours is two components: the learning aspect and then the actual thing built and working.
So if I may ask, how would students gain from this type of project in this place?
No, that's because the students, in fact, they were part of the development stages of this project from the beginning. So already they have an idea of the technology. So now that we have the physical plant here, it means that they have something like a pilot plant where the actual demonstration can be done. So their practicals can be done here. So they will know how to feed the digester, and when they feed, what happens, and we can take them through all these processes. That's why this facility here is very, very important for them.
Thank you very much. Very grateful. Dr. Mike.
Okay.
So Mike, it's nice talking to you this evening. And we want to ask this project, what scale do you think it can go to? Can we commercialize it, or would it just stop here in the first place?
No, I don't think we're going to stop here. It's already been commercialized at the moment, because we started thinking around it since we started the project. One of those things that we've done looking at commercializing is getting partners to be involved. In this project, we have over 5 active partners. And of course, some of those partners are also people who are into SMEs as well. So they are looking to be able to take this project from research and then taking it to the communities and essentially driving it part through building smaller systems and independent systems, standalones within communities. So it's already been commercialized. And so as a matter of fact, the Center for Global Eco-Innovation has an entrepreneurial unit that have also done so much by trying to train a lot of these our young ones, especially from UDSS as well as USS. So these people have been part of us, catching them young and making them think in perspective of energy from waste to energy. So we've been able to cash in on those. Then also on the business side of things, we've been able to have some stakeholders engagement like the smallholder farmers. Those of them in the abattoir, we have gone to them and we've educated them on how they can also make some money from getting involved in a project like this. So we've actually engaged a lot of stakeholders on this, and some of them already coming back to us to give us good feedback. So we're beginning to see that some of these efforts of training and then partnership and discussion with stakeholders already paying off, because some of them are already practicing what we've taught them. Okay, so I think the project has a lot to do in our society, especially now that gas purchase in the market, especially the fossil fuel, is getting beyond the reach of the common earner. So this project has a lot to impact on our society.
One more question. We know that price of gas is very expensive right now. Do you think that this project will be able to bring down the price of gas in the first place? I know not maybe now, but in the long run, maybe we're talking about between now 3 to 5 years time.
Yes, in fact, the multiplier effect will surprise every one of us if we make a start. For instance, if each home has a small biogas system as an alternative to the fossil biogas, you will realize that you don't have to visit the propane vendors the way you would do. So if you were to spend 8,000 naira buying that full 12.5 cylinder, perhaps you may cut it down because this gas will continue to produce for you. So you may not, at a point, you may not have a need for it. You can actually build 2 of these small systems for yourself. If this one gets run out, then you switch to this other one. So you can create alternatives for yourself, which is why renewable energy is an alternative. And it provides a real alternative, because not only does it put money back in your pocket, it gives you confidence of reach. Anytime you need it, you can pick it up because it's your thoughts. You know how much you're producing. So it's not that you have to meet ABC before you have. There's no real raw materials that has to cost you so much before you get started. So it's something you can do. So if all of us put our hearts to it, we'll definitely in the near future depend on it as a dependable source of energy.
So in this new
Very,
innovation,
very good.
is there any risk factor compared to the existing system, which is the normal cooking gas, for gas explosion and all that? Will this one replace that risk gotten from the cooking gas, the existing cooking gas?
I cannot say that there's no risk in every energy system. The risks are there, but it is highly reduced here. Now, one of the things you need to understand here is that the pressure of this gas is very low. When you are talking about setting gas to have 1,000 standard cubic feet, or sorry, setting gas to have the 20 or 100 bar of pressure. Here you're talking about less than 10 bar. So it is the pressure that causes some of those explosions. So if this gas doesn't have that kind of pressure, which means that you can easily contain it. So the pressure, the risk is well under control when you compare it with the other.
So, Mike, we are very grateful.
Thank you very much.
We can continue. Thank you.
Yes. If I keep adding again, down to the storage tank right there. That is 6, taking us down to the power digester 1. Then we also have another installation here, which is the power digester 2. And this is the powerhouse. This is the powerhouse.